Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today I have the Lego Arkham Asylum set number 76300. I have finally completed building it and I'm planning to add it to my Lego city, but what I wanted to do is give you guys a quick run through of the set along with the minifigures, and so we'll go ahead and do that now. All right, let's go ahead and start with the minifigures. So I think the LEGO Group did a great job of giving us a good assortment of villains and also heroes within this actual set. Like I said in the beginning, there are 16 minifigures. There is an actual statue on the front of Arkham Asylum, which I kind of counted as the 17th minifigure, but for this video, we're just going to look at the main minifigures that came in the actual set. So on the first row, we have Poison Ivy, the Riddler, the Joker, and Killer Croc. On the second row, we have Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, and Robin. On the third row, we have Bane, Batman, the Penguin, and Batwoman. And on the fourth row, we have two security guards. We have a mechanical batsuit, which those wings actually do fold out a little bit on that batsuit, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then we also have Catwoman. So I really appreciate how much effort went into adding all of these within this actual set. It was nice to get a good assortment of villains within the Arkham Asylum. I was a little disappointed to see that there was so much repetition with the Arkham Asylum orange jumpsuits, because they've kind of done that with other Arkham Asylum sets, so I was kind of hoping they would do a little bit something different with that. But it's kind of understandable that we're actually at Arkham Asylum, and most of those people, most of those villains are going to have a jumpsuit when they are actually housed at the Arkham Asylum. What are your thoughts on the minifigure selection within this set? If you could comment down below, I would appreciate it. As you can see from this main picture here of the Arkham Asylum, I do have it Mills plated. So that way it'll make a really easy addition to Lego City since it's already Mills plated. But as you can see, there is a cool iron gate along with the Arkham Asylum up at the top of that. In the middle back there is that minifigure, or 17th minifigure that I was kind of talking about. I thought that was a pretty cool addition to this actual set. As you can see, there are a lot of stickers and a lot of different building techniques that they used on the outside. One of the things that I did change for this actual set is this here used to have an exploded open view, and I went ahead and closed that in just to keep the dust out, and also I thought it looked pretty cool with it actually intact. And as we circle around, you notice that there is an exploded open area here. I do plan to actually build this one up and all the way through so that it is fully enclosed. But they do have some really cool doors. They have some cool play features to open up all the individual jail cells and everything like that. Oops, so you just pull on those things and it opens up the jail cell on the inside. And then, of course, what they did is included where you can open the backs for all of the different jail cells. Had some really cool stickers. These are the kind of stickers that I have the hardest time doing, is because you have to actually be really careful how you place it within the actual square just to try to get it even. But maybe that's just me and part of my perfectionism when trying to put these Lego sets together. But as we spin around, you can see that they have some really cool features for Poison Ivy, have some of those really neat pieces here. All of these, this is a very sticker heavy set, so if that's something that you're worried about, just keep that in mind, that there are a lot of stickers like this. Arkham Asylum is all sticker pieces. I think that's something the Lego Group could have actually done with just printing those out. I think that would have looked a lot better than putting stickers on there. But I did have some assistance from my great wife who helped me to make sure to get all of these stickers added on correctly. As we come up to the top, you'll notice they've got a penguin there. I've got all of these little, they got all these special holders that you can put any of your minifigures on. I just don't have the minifigures on the actual set right now. But as we circle around, that's kind of the top view and the outside. So let me take you inside. All right, as we take that top section off, you'll notice if you come inside here really quickly with me, they do have 3 cells that you can put all those minifigures in. It would have been nice if they would have made the cells just a little bit bigger. It's really hard to get the minifigure placed down in there. I guess you would have to come through the back and actually put them in there instead of coming down through the top. But that's one thing that I wish they would have had, is just a little bit wider on those actual cell doors. And if we come over to the other side, you can see they kind of have a booking state. Here, let me spin this around here for you. They have a booking station inside of here so that they can book all of their different villains who are coming into the Arkham Asylum. And then, of course, they have a maximum security. I'm guessing that's for Bane, but I'm not really sure. All right, let's look at the next row. All right, as I added that second level to this actual set, we'll come up here and you'll notice that you have 3 more additional cell doors. They're the same size as the other cell doors. And then they have this cool play feature over here towards the back. I'm not sure what's going on with that egg there. But they have 3 additional cell doors up here. Once again, you can remove the backs to put in the minifigures a little bit easier. But like I said earlier, I would have liked to have seen this to be a little bit bigger. But overall, it's still pretty neat. And then if you come over here to the other side, you'll notice that you have a little office and a little walk area that goes to the actual guard tower. Take that lid off there. And as you can see, there is some spilt stuff inside of there. There's a phone and some other things for those actual security guards to make sure that everyone stays exactly where they're supposed to be in Arkham Asylum. All right, let's go to the top. All right, once you get that top level on, then that kind of just really does a great job of finishing out the building. And like I said, on the back side here, you have these 2 play features where you can pull out and open up those doors. And if you count them, you've got 16 minifigures in this collection, but there's only actually 6, well, technically 7 places that you can hold those minifigures in there. So maybe that's why they didn't include all the minifigures in the jumpsuits, because some of them were coming to break out their friends at the Arkham Asylum. So I really enjoyed the building experience with this one, and I'm really happy to be able to add a Lego DC modular to my actual Lego city. But one of the things that I noticed after I finished everything up and put it kind of side by side by one of my existing modulars in the city was how small it is. So let me pull over. You guys will recognize this one. This is the Grand Emporium. Let me pull this one over here and kind of put it side by side. And you guys can just see what the size difference is between the Grand Emporium and the Arkham Asylum. And I just thought, man, Lego kind of missed the mark on that one. I think that they could have went a little bit taller on it, but I also know that this one here is already on the expensive side. So adding an additional, for them to add an additional layer to this actual set would have cost probably another $100 to $120. So I was like, I kind of understand why they didn't do that. But then I thought a little bit more of, well, what if I were to do that? So I decided to go ahead and go on rebrickable.com and looked up this actual set, and I found some instructions where you can add a whole nother layer to it. The person who came up with these instructions, their name is Brick Artisan. They do a great job with coming up with different ways to change current modulars and things like that. But what I did is I purchased his instructions for this actual set piece, and of course you can see it has all the same colorings and everything as the Arkham Asylum. It has 3 additional cells that you can put more of those minifigures into, and then it actually has an actual little detective's office. So he did a wonderful job of getting this piece. He did a wonderful job of adding an additional set, an additional piece to the Arkham Asylum, a different floor. So if I take that off really quickly, and I will put this right on top here, and then let's put the roof on. Well, I'm kind of getting behind the camera here, but as you guys can see, it adds so much to this building. Just being able to add this third actual floor here. And so I just want to give a big shout out to Brick Artisan for a job well done again, for putting those instructions out there so us fans can continue to add or make things better on our modulars. So let me bring over the Grand Emporium one more time. And as I put it side by side, you notice that it just looks right. It's got the right height now. Now, this is something that this third floor is something that you can find on rebrickable.com. And I did end up purchasing all of the parts and pieces from Bricklink, and I think the price came out, by the time I looked into what I had in my inventory, to ordering this actual set, to all of the pieces that I needed for this additional floor, I think it was probably around $50 to $55 on bricklink.com, but that's because I had a lot of the sets already in my inventory where I was able to just pull those out and go ahead and, go ahead and build that additional floor. So if this is a Lego set that you think that you would like to add to your city, but you're a little bit worried about it being too small, you can go on to rebrickable.com and grab those instructions for this third floor, or you can go ahead and just keep it the way that Lego did it, and still have a really cool building that you can add to your Lego city or your collection. So overall, I'm very happy with this purchase. I think that some of the minifigures, I would have liked to seen them without their orange jumpsuits, but other than that, I think they did a really good job for the minifigures and also the building itself. I think the price was about right for the actual cost of the set, but overall, I would give this one here probably an 8.5 out of 10. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. If you guys like this video today, please like and subscribe. I do have more videos coming out pretty soon. There's going to be some Lego City updates. There's also going to be a backlog review session that I'm going to start doing, going through my backlog and talking about that. I also have additional modulars and rebrickable things to talk about in the near future. So if you do like any of that, please like and subscribe. Also, please remember to keep building memories, one brick at a time. Thanks everyone, have a great day.